Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading. My name is Kelly. I am going in astrological order, so if you're a Cancer or you're watching for a Cancer, hello and welcome. I'm going to be pulling a theme for Cancer's reading. Also, we're still in Cancer season, so happy birthday to all the Cancers. I'm a fellow Cancer. Let's see what we have. Oh, we have something that's flipped over, and a lot of cards have come out. High Priestess, I saw her while I was shuffling your deck before the reading. I had a feeling she was going to come out and she flipped over in the deck, okay? I do feel like there is something like you're getting a nudge from the universe. You're having this like instinctual, gut reaction towards something. A part of you, because it flipped over in the deck and didn't come out, I feel like part of you is second guessing it or doubting it. But you know the answer, okay? You know your intuition. Like I don't know, part of you is going, are you sure? But like, okay? A couple other cards came out. We have the Two of Swords, we have the Death card, and we also have the Eight of Wands. So Death has been coming out a lot for a couple of the signs that I've read for as the theme. So I do feel like collectively we are making big changes in our life, or something is shifting pretty dramatically, okay? Because death is all about a transformation. It's about endings, but welcoming new beginnings, okay? It's saying goodbye to a person, a place, a belief, something that no longer serves us. So with the Two of Swords coming out, this is again about using your intuition. I feel like you have to make a choice, and that's why part of you is a little bit hesitant, because maybe it's not a choice you particularly want to make, but you feel like you need to or you have to, okay? But what's interesting about this card is sometimes you could think it's either going to go option A or option B, and you have to make a choice using that. But this card represents sometimes a third option that we didn't see coming, okay? You have the Death card, which is again that transformation. It's making a change. It's realizing that something is no longer working for us and we have to move on from something, okay? And then you have the Eight of Wands, which is very quick. So maybe this is a big change is coming in, and maybe this is something that's not even in our control. It's just kind of like boom, happening. The Eight of Wands also could represent travel. It could also represent communication. So maybe you're receiving unexpected news. Maybe you're receiving a text, a phone call, an email, just something suddenly. And it could be news that you're waiting for, or it could just be kind of like out of the blue, so to speak, okay? Wow, 4 cards again. 444. We have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, there could be new romantic suitors coming into your life. Maybe that's why you're receiving a phone call, text, whatever. And maybe it's unexpected. Maybe somebody's just rolling into your life, trying to be a knight in shining armor. Or the Knight of Cups could just represent you waiting to plant these seeds like at the right opportunity, okay? He's waiting to plant the seed once he realizes there's water here, therefore it can actually grow and become abundant in this place, okay? He's leading the horse to water. You have the Page of Wands, which is about like needing and feeling this want and desire for exploration, for adventure. So there is definitely some sort of change here, and I think that's why you have this like a little bit of hesitancy, is because you're like, oh, this is kind of out of my comfort bubble. Do I want to make this choice? Do I want to try that? It's completely different. It's new, but I think part of you wants to do that because it is different. You're seeking that change, okay? The Hanged Man is about taking a pause, allowing yourself to think on it, and seeing it from a different perspective. Sometimes when you do something different, you'll gain new insights, enlightenment. You'll see something in a way that you haven't seen it before. This could be like, oh, you're finally seeing the person in front of you that you never realized. Like, it's like seeing your best friend and then finally seeing them be like, oh wow, maybe I love this person. Or like you're seeing this perspective of someone from a different point of view. Maybe you could ask advice from someone you trust, or just hear how someone else feels about something and just kind of like gain that insight and looking at it from a different point of view. Or you could just do something a little bit out of your routine, like take a different route to work, go do something different on your day off, decide to wake up earlier or later in the day, just do something a little bit different, and see if you notice like any significant changes throughout your day. Okay, the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. It's coming together, loved ones, friends, and also like your higher self. Okay, it's reaping the benefits of like all your hard work. Okay, all year they were, you know, like planting and growing these crops, and finally they're able to harvest them. It's like your hard work is paying off. Okay. I feel like for someone, this just like download just came in, like you've been studying something for a long time, kind of like, and then like the quiz shows up and you're like, oh, I've been studying this for so long, I didn't even realize like that's what I was in preparation for. Or like something you've always been interested in your whole life, and then all of a sudden a job offer comes to you and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know this is like something I could do with my life. Like, I just feel like something you were already naturally doing and interested in is aligning for you in a way that's actually going to elevate your life, which is really cool. Woo! 4 cards again. What the heck? 4, 4, 4. Okay, and we got 3 golden cards from these 4. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords, which has been coming out a lot too, collectively. 7 of Swords is a little bit of a tricky card because this could represent someone in your energy trying to get away with something, or you just being strategic. Okay, he's at war, he's stealing these swords so that there's less swords to fight against him. Okay, so he's being strategic. You have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. I love this. I think your hard work is paying off, and I think this card is representing you being strategic. Again, like I feel like it wasn't even you being like calculated or anything. I think it was like something you were already naturally doing, and it's setting you up for success. Like, you know, oh, maybe you already, you know, were naturally going on walks and taking care of your health, and then some health thing happens and you're like, oh, it's a good thing I've been doing that. Or like maybe you were interested in a particular subject and you were reading on this subject, and then all of a sudden like a job offer comes in and you're like, oh, I have a lot of knowledge on this particular skill. Like, you get what I'm saying? Okay. The 9 of Cups is a wish being granted, a dream coming true, which is very exciting, as well as the 9 of Pentacles, which is about financial independence. And it's like pre-Empress energy. Okay. It's like, again, it's like building up to something that you didn't even realize was possible for you, or that was even an option. The Empress is like this beautiful feminine energy, regardless of gender. She just attracts like a magnet, like beautiful opportunities. She's so abundant. She creates, you know, it's like she's handed something and she just makes it bigger and better. So I feel like opportunities are coming in for you, and wishes and dreams are coming true for you, even bigger than like you can even fathom. And that's not me just like blowing smoke up your ass. I think there are like really good things coming in for you, and it's just because you've been like dedicated in making yourself better or trying to make your life better. You have the 6 of Wands, which is a public victory. Not only are you noticing like your glow up, like other people are seeing it as well. Okay, it's like people are, you're marching on this beautiful white horse into town with this wreath of victory, and people are seeing it. Like, it's a parade for you. And I like this because there's even one person that's like a little bit jealous. It's like, because they can see how well you're shining. Okay, let them be jealous. Okay, I feel like really beautiful things are coming in for you, and it's really about you just taking the time for yourself, Cancer, to just really enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay, you're always like so maternal, you're taking care of others, you're empathetic, but it's about you really just like enjoying the beautiful things that are coming into your life. Okay, it's your moment to shine, Cancer, so remember that. Okay, shut up. The Empress, I was just talking about that pre-Empress energy, and the Emperor, divine match. Things are coming into your life. Okay, the Emperor is the one that steers the chariot, and the chariot is Cancer's major arcana. It's also a victory card. It's about moving forward. You are so powerful. You are so magnetic. You're really taking the reins on this situation in your own life, and things are looking up for you, Cancer. Okay, so if this reading resonated for you in any way, let me know. Thank you for watching, and feel free to follow. I'd love to have you here.